Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. Hello, hello. So let's see what do we have today for this crypto, not crypto actually, the stock market. We're gonna see, of course, today what do we have. So very interesting, of course. Yesterday, I remind to you was, of course, the scenario that it might unfold something much more higher than a wave 5 here, and we get invalidation, and that we might get a gap. So that is exactly what happened with the market opening. So very interesting. Let me welcome all of you first. Hungo, hello buddy, how you doing? Arcane, Chris, Solitarius, Edroy, and P-Dog, hello, Shailesh, Felix, nice to see all of you folks. Nice to see you here, guys. So, very interesting week, very interesting Monday. I wish you first a very nice start. And of course, we got invalidation. We got invalidation for NASDAQ. So, we're going to talk about it exactly once we take your special request as well. Can you please look at a UPST and GME? So, we're going to follow with only one per person. If we have time, of course, we dive with the others. But yeah, we have to trade also today. It's a Monday. It's a very nice market, so we need, of course, also the time. So Chris, Arcane, also you're very welcome. CRWV, good morning, Chris. How you doing? Solitarios, good morning, and good morning for Edroy. By the way, it's a mess Monday. For me, the clock again is the change with the clock between winter and summer. So we are behind 1 hour, and it's a mess a little bit. So basically, it should be right now 1 hour plus, but it's okay. We got used to it. So hello, P Dog. I hope you had a nice weekend. Yes, it was a perfect weekend. Thank you. I wish you the same. Request for Triple C. All right. Shailesh, nice to see you. Felix, Kobe, hello, buddy. All right, guys. So let's move on with NASDAQ. And we start at 11 minute 30 here, which, of course, yeah, good thing. Basically, what we have here is the invalidation of diagonal, meaning this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 has been invalidated, as of course yesterday analyzed. And we said, of course, higher potential. We get a gap over there. We saw this. Someone in Discord has showed us, of course, that the price during the weekend is moving for higher for the Nasdaq. And here we go. We see higher prices. Right now, of course, we have a wave 5 invalidated, meaning, of course, we're looking here at an impulse, not a diagonal. This is a wave 3 still unfolding, meaning, yes, we are extending here very, very high for this wave 1. Very interesting, right, guys? Very, very interesting. So, yeah, what we're looking here at is a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So basically, I'm gonna remove this. No need for it anymore. And also, this is yeah, we can remove also this one. We can stay with these ones. Yes. So that is cleaner. So basically, what we're looking for is to finish a wave 3 currently. So you still have a lot of higher prices, guys. And that means the cut rate scenario, the fundamentals of the cut rate, as I mentioned, is gonna be played before the cut rate, before the release of the data. This is how always fundamentals are played, and that's why we cannot really follow so much fundamentals all the time. It's more about luck and not something decisive. But basically, this is a very clear fundamental scenario, right? We got a very good CPI on Friday or on Thursday. I don't remember. I think it was Friday. A very good data for the CPI, which is, of course, suggesting a cut rate. And definitely, we're going to get in 2 days, of course, which is coming the interest rate decision. We're going to get, of course, something, yeah, potentially as a cut. And it might, of course, catalyst be the catalyst for the market here. Now, the wave 1 is over there, definitely. in this case, because we have potentially here an impulse and you have an ABC wave 2, and you got of course another impulse and a wave 2, and currently you are in 1 2 3 wave 4 wave 5 to finish a wave 3 4 and a 5 toward the upside, guys. So very, very interesting. Currently, we are very close to the 1.618 here, taken from the 1.2. So 25K 900 would be very likely for this wave 3 in the gray here, then getting wave 4 and a 5, and then 4 and a 5 to finish. So the things are simply extending here as an impulse in double 1-2. Right, so we have a 1 2 wave 3 4 and a 5 is of course an impulse of a double 1 2s. Very, very interesting. I'm gonna remove the diagonal also scenario here. Yep, so this is regarding the NASDAQ. Let's see the SPX as well. So for the SPX also, we saw the same thing. We have a gap. We have, we didn't pass the 1-to-1 fib level yet. But even if that, I mean, I think definitely it's going to follow NASDAQ. Okay, so I think it's still looking for higher here. And we're still looking for an extended wave 5. Yeah, so because even here, if you count a 1 2, you have 1 2, yeah, wave 3 over there, 4 and a 5, or even 1 2 3 4 and a 5, then 4 and a 5. So we're gonna take it sooner or later. We have several for 5 just to finish here still, and that means of course very likely that we are here in a wave 1 2 and wave 3 still unfolding, wave 4 and a 5 to be seen later on. The diagonal has started to lose, right? And we have here potentially another big 1 2, and then wow, 3 4 and a 5 here to finish. Sorry, this is the wave 3 4 and a 5, so we're still looking for higher, guys, here. A lot of 4 and a 5. Here we go. This is for 5 to finish wave 3 in the white, to finish wave 4 in the white as well. There you go. Yeah, so very, very interesting. Targets for this 1-2 might be a little bit huge regarding this wave 1. So wave 3 as an impulse, yeah, as I mentioned, might be a little bit huge. So I think the 1.27 would be more than enough here. So anyway, this blue box, definitely. All right, I'm not surprised if we get these prices, guys. I'm not surprised. Yeah, a rate cut is very likely. All right, so yeah, this is the case. And we might see, of course, at least the 6,900 can be taken easily. And then, of course, for 5, 4, and a 5, we might, of course, reach the highest. Don't forget that you might still even have potential for extensions here. Yeah, so don't forget that 7K 4 or 500 can be very likely. This is the extension, the main extension wave 5, meaning if you are going to get 1 2 3, yeah, like 1 2 3 4 and a 5, the wave 5 can extend, go to the extension target. Okay, you still have blue boxes there to be unfolding, so no worries about it. So yeah, so these are the things right now. But currently, of course, we're gonna watch this impulse in double 1-2 here, and then see the reaction what's gonna be. All right, so we're gonna see exactly how this is going to finish up over there. All right, so yeah, these are the update for today. Very interesting, very nice to see it. So we're gonna, of course, dive as well with the gold next. So for the gold, we are looking also for some lower prices today, as expected, and that because, of course, we still here after a triangle. You have an A, B, C, D, and an E, right? Very clear triangle, and we start to drop down here impulsively as a potential 1 2 3 4 and a 5, or I think it's a double 1 2. And this is your wave 3 unfolding, and then 4 5 4 5, which it is now potentially playing. So you have two scenarios here. The first scenario is that in case that in some charts this didn't took the high, you might be in a 1 2 3. Wave 4 of course is the triangle here. You're looking for a wave 5. In case that you are in something else like a 3 ways down as an ABC, because this can be an expanding flat, wave C can be very deep. If finished 3 waves, you're looking here at a triangle again, which is your wave B, because you might be in an A triangle for a wave B, and you might seek after a wave C, which it has to be, of course, a bigger impulse. 1-to-1 fib level 3,800 here. And then, of course, you might see probably it can be even ending diagonal. Now, wave 4 in this yellow scenario, where you might still have a wave 1, 2 here, right? A wave 1, very large wave 2 in time. You have the wave 3, very parabolic and extended. You might get a wave 4 and a wave 5. And guess what? I think that the wave 5 might be very short. If we get a wave 5, it might be very, very short, meaning simply taking the high and then dropping down again. Why? Because this is a very extended wave 3. Okay, so when you have a very extended wave 3, definitely the wave 5 is going to be very, very short. And also, if you want to count this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, it's a little bit very far possibility. Again, I explained this before. The wave 4 here as 3 waves is very, very small, right? Regarding ABC, this wave 4 is very, very small and tiny regarding this massive wave 2. Okay, they don't reflect at all. It reflects something, of course, corrective here for some of the wave 2, because you have several 1 2s. Therefore, I'm considering also this is 1 2 3 4 and a 5 here, wave 1, wave 2, and then 3 4 5 continuation toward the upside. So this is simply one single wave, which is your wave 3, the most and the highest explosive wave, right? Very extended. Now, what I think that this wave 4 is gonna be deep. Yes, it can be very deep, and the wave 5 might be very short. This is what I think is gonna happen. But currently, we are still looking for lower prices right now. And of course, this potential 2 scenarios as an A, B, and a C are still playing, of course, after a triangle anyway, because it can play in 2 scenarios, wave B or a wave 4. So if we are here in a 1, a 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, I repeat, this is a higher prices here, but on some platforms, it didn't took the high. So yeah, it still can be, of course, a 1, 2, probably. 1, 2, and then 3, and then triangle for wave 4 and 5. Both case scenario plays the same. Now, the difference is, in a wave 5, you might get a short wave 5, and then we rebound. Because you might finish here, after it, a wave A, probably. Wave A, maybe B, and a C later on, right? So, can be, of course, something moving for higher as still, meaning bigger correction and might be deeper later on. But yeah, so if we finish a wave 5 over there. Now, it can be something else as a wave C. Now, the wave C, it might go deeper, even, yeah, deeper than, of course, a simple impulse. And that means, of course, you're starting a new structure there, which is your wave C, after an A, B, and a C. Now, highest probability can be, of course, the impulse, guys, despite here, took the 886. So we have 1, 2, 3, wave 4, no invalidation. Yeah, so basically, when you would like to see an A, B, I mean, preferably that at least you take the invalidation even in the triangle, somehow like this. And then moving down for a wave C. In this case, we didn't, so it looks somehow impulsive, guys. So we gotta be careful with it. Okay, so it looks impulsive. Now, of course, it could be the wave A, therefore, for a wave 5, and then moving wave B, and then dropping down. And this means, of course, on the all-time history here, this means that you might be heading for this. Okay, we might, if we get an impulse there, we might dive deeper later on, meaning wave A, as I mentioned, then B and a C. All right. for a wave 4, which it might be the 0.23, 3154. So it might turn somehow like that. As an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, you have a wave 2, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 1, wave 2, and then you got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave 3 in the orange, meaning you are 1, 2, 3, and you're looking for this wave 4. And then moving for a wave 5. But basically, wave 4 anyway, regarding the time also based on this wave 2, you would like to range a little bit here. And that means, of course, it's not going to be a very fast drop there and so on. It's going to take a long time to unfold there. Okay. We might see something like this, right? So kind of like 3 ways up and then somehow like this. The same as it happened before. But yeah, I mean, this is a wave 4 at the end. It has to be double time this wave 2. Okay, so it might take a long time here. Let me check if I put the blue box timing right. I think it can be, yes, almost. All right. So yeah, it needs times, guys. So preferably even in the middle here, which it might be, yeah, it might take very long years, guys, there. We're not here talking about something like just few weeks or months. It might take years. And this is how the gold works. Yeah, so it works always that okay, there is some bullish thing here. It unfolds, and then we go years in coma. Then unfold a bullish, then we go in coma again. Right. So I think after this finished impulse, right now we might also go in a very deep coma. All right. Unless, of course, it can be less in case that this is gonna transform to 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, but still gonna take some time, weeks and months, and then moving toward the upside 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, so therefore the gold right now I think is going a little bit to sleep right now. But of course, also it depends on the fundamentals. Yeah, so on the wars, the tension, the global tensions, and so on, it might be a possibility that the things proceed for higher. But currently, what I'm looking for is at least invalidation of bearish, which is not taken, which is at the price there, 4,187. So if the price moves up and take the 4,187, well, I think then, okay, we have to reconsider something very deep. It can be a finished something here as a correction, and then, of course, moving for higher later on. Now, even, of course, it can be 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then dropping down again as well. ABC, don't forget. But at least, okay, you start to move for higher again, right? But yeah, in general, I would say we gotta be careful, right? If this is not gonna play as a wave 2 and then wave 4, yeah, we gotta be careful, right? So basically, the timing for this wave 4 is there, but preferably the mid of it, meaning a little bit longer here. So we gotta see, guys. We gotta see. I think right now it still need for lower, and I think that the 0.38 can be easily taken. All right, 3,935, which is not far anyway. We are at 4,030 almost, which is $100 difference, and I think this $100 can be taken with the gold, right? So as a correction. Yep. So these are the possibilities for the gold. Yep. Xianzu, can we see at okay? Okay, we can do this. Road, hello, buddy. That is leading diagonal. Yes, okay. After triangle in gold, so double 1 2 or WX and a Y. I don't know. I don't see that, buddy. After triangle, what diagonal you see? I don't know. It's kind of like an impulse there. I don't know what you see. Where do you see a diagonal? I don't know. I don't know how you see it. Sorry, buddy. And diagonal is written wrong, buddy. Diagonal, right? So you always write it like this, just to say. Okay, so hello, free minds. How you doing? Um, 15 minute. Yeah, I know what you mean. That is nothing, buddy. That is nothing as diagonal. If that is something, I would have seen it. I would have give it. But I think you're looking at something wrong. Will it take invalidation of wave for? It can take it, of course, but on only if you are still unfolding something as triangle. Like if it is expanding here like A, B, C, D, and a E, but I still doubt it. There is a lot of weakness in the gold. Okay, so this is the thing. So A, B, C, D, and a E still can unfold something for lower. So even if you see something moving up, it might not yet be something as taking confirmation for higher, because we saw weakness already there. Okay, and you see 886 followed every single time, 886, 886 again, and that is a very, very clear triangle. So if it's gonna play still as kind of like A, B, C, and D and an E, yes, it can be, because the time is needed, is required. Yeah, so this is the thing. All right, so we're gonna see. Okay, so let's see. For the silver, so we are at 31 minutes. 31 minutes. For the silver, all right. Basically, for the silver as well, is very clear, much more clearer even than the gold, because the gold, of course, has a lot of volatility and volume. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The silver shows already a potential finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No invalidation taken, right? And even if we are in a bigger extended impulse here, it might be also unfolding as, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wave 5 can be here, can be potential diagonal, yes, because of course you have zigzags, right? So this can be potentially a diagonal, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, but yeah, I have to check the wave 3 if it is longer or not. 1 second. It is longer. So no, you cannot also. The 1-to-1 fib level taken. So very interesting. So yes, we have to consider this as double 1-2 again. 1-2, 1-2, because this low is not, this high is not taken there. You're still in potential double 1-2, and you might be in a 1-2, and then yeah, it might unfold something for deeper. But this as a zigzag right now, or as a wave 3 diagonal, is taken. Yeah, the 1-to-1 fib level is taken, so that means it's not allowed so much. But I mean, it is exactly at the 1-to-1 fib level. Sometimes, okay, we have to take it in a grain of salt, but let's just keep it. We keep it just as a potential scenario. So if this happens, it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 then. Okay, and that means you might finish a wave A there rather than finished over already there. It can be also wave B, wave C, but that means, of course, you are impulsive here, meaning the direction of the market is to the hell. It's downward, guys. All right, so we're heading a little bit in a deep correction for the metals, guys. All right. Another example is also XPD, which is palladium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also very clear, very clear impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave A, very clear 3 waves up, 3 waves down. Also the same triangle still unfolding, meaning it's gonna, boom, move down. Especially that you have an impulse downward. And what is nice with the palladium as metal is showing a potential triangle as a wave B. And that means, of course, it is a wave B because wave 2 is not allowed to be triangle, meaning you're not 1, 2, but you are A, B, and a C. All right? But that's, of course, like if you don't want to dive so much deeper, of course, it's better to be in a triangle, which is a wave B, because it's not allowed to be in a wave 2. So the same as for the gold. I think that we have to consider this as a 1, 2, 3, and probably the wave 4 and a 5 right now still unfolding. Okay. Lower prices are still. We need to take the low here, at least this low. Okay. All right, guys. So that's it regarding the metals today for the gold and the silver. All right, let's go to the stocks, which are Nvidia. We're gonna start with Nvidia. All right, Nvidia. Here we go. All right, so for Nvidia, wow. Okay, that's nice. We have expected also yesterday in the live stream, and I mentioned, okay, if NASDAQ is expected to open very high, we might see also the stocks moving for higher. Now, did we left our testing area? Well, not yet. Preferably to take, of course, out of it and take the 1.618, which is very close anyway. So I'm starting to count this kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we have to put it there. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, invalidation of this bullish is by taking this price. Invalidation of bullish. Let me reduce the things since we have passed this testing area. It is time to remove it. Here we go. And currently we're looking at the potential. We don't need the 1.27 already taken. So invalidation of bullish is at this price, 185. Okay, so if the price dive deeper, take the 185 here, that might means, of course, we continue lower. Despite the 1.618, okay, it is an extended wave C in a zigzag, and then we drop down after a wave 2, right? So 1, 2. Let me put this 1, 2, by the way, a little bit higher because it's a major one, and put it in a bracket here. So if this is your bearish scenario as a wave 1, 2, or in an ABC, of course, ABC, it can be also probability, right? But yeah, so we're gonna see how this is going to unfold. Now, what I need to see is continuation for higher prices. Possibilities, of course, higher for bullish, especially that NASDAQ is moving bullish. And we got, of course, like a confirmation that we are in an impulse in NASDAQ. We're moving really high. And I think that, of course, the stocks, Nvidia, and so on will follow, definitely. So 1.618 will be taken soon. We're going to see wave 4 correction to doubt a little bit yourself. And then, of course, moving toward the upside. All right, for a wave 5. And then moving, of course, for new highs. I'm still looking anyway. This target is going to be taken. And those targets never miss somehow. Never miss. So extension for a wave 5, for a wave 1. Cool. Yep. So that's it. We're gonna see how this is gonna happen. Let's see Tesla. For Tesla, 38 minute. So for Tesla, Tesla is still ranging here for these double 1, 2, but it is time to move up. Hello, Tesla, wake up. Yes, so basically, if we were in double 1, 2, by the way, invalidated because it took the low, and then, okay, it finished as a zigzag wave 1, wave 2, and then, okay, We see on the 1 hour chart higher prices, but why? We go deeper again. Okay, because we are in a zigzag, A, B, and a C. And you might see, of course, a wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5 still to be unfolding toward the upside. The precision target here is 516, but I doubt it with this diagonal. We're going to see, of course, how much aggressive it's going to be. You cannot know yet before getting the wave 3 finished, right? So we still need to see what's going to happen. But basically, I'm still looking for the $516 exactly, in confluence. And of course, we drop down after this. We drop down in any case scenario. You can go to the previous live stream. It's anyway, in every live stream I explain it. So you can go back to the live stream before, go to Tesla. You can see it in the lower titles, right, of the videos. And yeah, you can see the daily. Hi KG, can you shortly explain to gold from 3,250 to 4,380? Can you explain to gold? What do you mean exactly? Let's go. 3,200. On which time frame, buddy? I don't know what you mean exactly because it's not very clear what you asked for. But let's go daily 3,250. Maybe you want me to explain what happened in this. This is a single move upward. It's an extended wave 3. You are in a 1, 2, wave 3 finish. You're still expecting wave 4, and that's why we're diving very deep. The wave 2 is a shallow flat, but very long in time. Therefore, you are expecting a very deep as alternation wave 4, probably 1-to-1 fib level 3,800. Well, that will be very deep. And of course, in case you are in this wave 4, then you might get a very shallow wave 5, meaning the wave 5 might simply take the high. That because of the extended wave 3. When an impulse gets an extended wave 3, your wave 5 gets very low. Okay. But wave 2 on gold is taking out wave 1. Well, what does that mean? You mean on the lower time frame. As I mentioned this several times, guys. That on this chart, yes, it took it. On some platform, it did not. Like, for example, what I'm trading on the platform, on the MetaTrader, it did not. Yeah. So this is a thing. And it might still be 1, 2. And because I explained that, for example, the silver is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The palladium is also 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that's why, of course, because I know that the gold, we know, all of us, that the gold has a very, very high volume right now and a lot of psychology for buying. And that's why the wave 2, which is already 3 waves, by the way, and you cannot count it something as an impulse related to this area, it might move very high and took the 886. Okay, so that's why. It's all about, like forcing the market a little bit here. It's the greed. It's the greed. Yeah. But basically, this is the thing. I think that this is a part of 1, 2. If not, I already give the other possibility. I already said A, B, and a C expanding flat. You are in a triangle wave B. You're looking for a wave C. Both scenario, whether you are in an A, because expanding flat, you took the high wave B, and then B, you're looking for lower wave C. If you are in 1, 2, 3, wave 4, you're looking for wave 5. So both case scenarios, anyway, drop down. At the end, we're looking for the results here, and we're not really so much focused what happened so much before. It's just, oopsie, to get, of course, a better, of course, analysis. But, I take all the scenarios. I never miss any kind of scenarios. That's why I have to count it 1, 2 as well. The same for the other metals. Alrighty, let's go for special request. Okay, guys, enough about the gold. I think the gold is very well analyzed. Yes, no problem, buddy. I know that you just came. That's why you can go back to the gold. It's very well analyzed at 18 minutes. Here we go. I always should do this. I don't know why I go back and reanalyze. So let's see PANW at 44 minute. So PANW, let's see this one. I think we did, okay. We do this so often. Guys, you ask for this one so often. Every live stream almost. Which is still the same because nothing really has changed. So basically, okay, guys. I don't know if you are the same person who are asking for this. I think from the Discord. Is that Discord? Yes. Discord members. Nothing has changed, buddy. So it's the same scenario, and we mentioned that we're looking for a wave 3, and you are in green. So you need, of course, to benefit of your request for something much better than this. All right. So until you see something change or something dangerous or something else is unfolding, then of course we dive deeper again. But currently it's the same analysis. No need to revise even. All right. For SANDISK, 45 minutes. So I mean, I would do it with pleasure, but guys, I mean, just take benefit of the time of your request, and of course to show something new. All right, so basically in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, SanDisk. Okay, we were expecting this nicely unfolded. Wow. Okay, and we got a very extended move here for a wave 3, very extended 2.618 as expected. We were expecting the 2.618 because of course we overpassed the 1.618, and here we go, we are there. Very interesting. You got a wave 3 very extended. We are looking for a wave 4 and a 5. Wave 4, this is an old wave 4, by the way. Here we go. So to be readjusted. So we're still looking, of course, for higher here. We're looking for, let me check if finished even. Right, so you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4. Okay, to finish wave 3. This wave 5 here. Here we go. Okay, and internally you have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I think it's not finished yet. Crazy. Okay. Yes, it is not finished yet. You have a 1, 2 again, a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So yes, it's not finished yet, guys. So basically, this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Oh, yes, very interesting as well. Yes, I think it's better to count it like this as 4, 5, 4, 5. Yes, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, but still unfinished. Still unfinished. It's the same at the end. It's the same impulse. So yeah, you still need, of course, 4, 5 here. So if you are in a 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5, okay, you still need one more 4, 5 to finish there. And I think that if you want to have wave 5, that's so hard. But okay, it's a very shallow wave 1. So be careful from this last move, okay? Because it's a very shallow wave 1 here also. It might be a shallow wave 5. Let me check. Yeah, it's overpassed. Overpassed 4 and a 5. So leading diagonal 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so I'm gonna take it from the leading diagonal then. Right, so here we go. If this is your wave 5, by the way, this is the top of the leading diagonal here, right? Okay, this is a good target, right? So this is a good, and this is only the highest precision here, because you're taking it from the very micro, all right? So yeah, it might hit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 239 or $240 can be very likely. All right. So yeah, very interesting for SANDISK. All right, that's very high impulse. Cool. Okay, guys. For this one is done. Let's see Netflix. Get the popcorn. Netflix. Right. Okay, so yeah, expected a lot of red, a lot of fundamentals around Netflix. Yeah, so even inside the US, right? So lately, and I think the revenue here, yes. So yeah, and that because of course, I think there was like a campaign against Netflix and so on, and even from Elon Musk, right? So it looks like it has worked very effectively here, right? For Netflix. Interesting. However, what a surprise for us that we already expected this, right? So we expected that three ways down, and we saw weakness, and we might move here in diagonal, especially if we don't continue for higher. Yeah. Despite that, this might be was an impulse. Of course, the things has started over there, right? Which it has dropped down the thing. So definitely no diagonal. What is playing is this one, all right? This scenario, which is bearish. We're looking for the 1000. A, B, and a C. So I believe that this is your diagonal right now, unfolding. Okay. So it might be. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just thinking if this is a wave. I mean, it looks like three ways, but you can count here kind of like. Let me move in. No, it is three waves. Okay. So because it is a three wave shape here, I'm looking for a potential W, X, and a Y. What does it mean? It can mean that you have three ways down for a W, three ways up for a one X, and the flat here that we're looking for a wave Y. So I think this is what's going on. Okay, I think this is exactly what's going on. Meaning, probably you take the 1-to-1 and then you move up. All right. Um, Here we go. So, yes, so for the daily as well, if you're asking for the daily, we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So, very, very obvious that this has to be played anyway, with a campaign against Netflix or without it. Yeah, so it has to be played. Okay. But yeah, so this is a scenario there. I'm still looking for higher. Of course, the targets are still clear. Are still clear. 1,900. Of course, it's gonna survive. It's Netflix at the end, and the winter is coming. So a lot of Netflix and popcorn, right? So yeah, I think. Okay. Rockwell Automation. All right. So okay, I think we never did this. All right. Not bad. Okay. But obviously it is an ABC so far. So far. Why? Because of course of this correction here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 4 and a 5. Yes, that's true. And then after it, you get a very shallow correction here, which it did not even hit, I think, even the 0.23. Let's say, yeah, yes, it just took the 0.23, which means, of course, a wave B. Very shallow, very fast, and of course, we move impulsive. So it's a blitz. Pop, pop, right? So this is exactly what we would like to see in ABC. Now, currently, you are in a 1, 2 as well. And this is diagonal 1, 2. Wow, okay. Yeah, so this wave C is gonna be very extended, all right? So you have a 1, 2, and then wave 3 unfinished. We're gonna dive inside wave 3, of course. So basically, the scenario here so far, it is an A and a B and a wave C to be finished over there. Okay. Now in this 1, 2, it's very clear for us. No need to dive deeper. So basically, let's put it in orange. Basically, what you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and then you move for, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3, 4, and a 5. So this whole thing is an impulse, and you're still very corrective and you move for higher. Crazy. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3, 4, and a 5, meaning wave 5 is not finished yet. So this is the thing. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, expanding flat wave 4, wave 5 not finished. And this is your white scenario. Now, your wave 5 is extending again. Yeah, so this is what's going on. Fractal, guys. It's a fractal mode here. Is so much on. Right, so this is let's put it in a blue, and this is your white right now. You're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unfinished, and another 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Here you go. So, yep, this is what is going on. Leading diagonal wave 1 and then wave 2, and then you're looking for an impulse wave 3 inside this target. 615. All right. Yep, so these are the possibilities. All right. Shah in wave 3, 3,268 to 4. Okay, it's back to gold, I think. Sorry, buddy. I cannot go back to gold now. I'm very sorry, buddy. Maybe next time. Or you can join our Discord, of course. I would be glad to dive so much deeper with these things. But currently, we need to move on with the live stream. All right, so it's next special request for 56 minutes 30 UPST. UPST for Upstart Holdings. All right. I mean, always, guys, I repeat, of course, always find a chart which is much more safer for you, much more clearer, and of course that it has a direction. So that means you would like to see 5 waves impulsive. I know that sometimes you get lost if it is true or not, but at least like search for a chart that it has kind of like this, yeah. But this is very dangerous because it can be, of course, ABC expanding flat and you drop down again. It can be ABC running flat because you finished a diagonal. You finish the 5 waves, failing to take the high, and you drop down. It can be, of course, you found a new psychology here for this thing and you're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, or it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2 as a leading diagonal, and you're looking for higher. Confirmation is taking the high again. However, because of the many possibilities here and many scenarios, it's very risky. And of course, it lacks of data. So be careful with this one. All right, CRWV, 58 minute. CRWV. CoreWeave. All right, so. Okay, so for CoreWeave, I think I'm gonna take a look again, just on the. Okay, interesting. Target hit. Nice. And we move for higher. And I think this is the opening, yes, as expected. So the target has been hit, blue box, we move for higher. But in after wave B or a wave 2 here, meaning you are in A, B, and you're looking for a wave C, or you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't know yet, right? But the target, main target or major target that we're looking for, it might be, of course, this blue box there, right? Currently on the lower time frame, yeah, you're very impulsive, very simply. You're done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, A, B, and a C. You're done with the wave 2. You move higher. Very simple. Now, confirmation for higher, of course, to be very, very sure here, but I think it's good already. Okay, it's good already. I think we're moving for higher there. And obviously, why I'm much more feel confident, and that because, of course, of the correction here structure. Yeah. Especially that if you are in 1, 2, 3, and this is a wave 4 already in validation, therefore, yes, you're safe, somehow safe. Of course, no financial advice, but this is how the things are estimated. MG, nice to see you, buddy, here. Nice to see you. So CRV, we're still looking for higher in confluence, guys, to get much more precise here. Yeah. So this is your wave 3. So 1.618, 1.27. So, which is, of course, in between this precision for the box in case you are in ABC there. Okay. Or a wave 5. I don't trust this one. Just 1 second, guys. Let me. 1, 2. Okay, let's take here the zigzag wave. Okay. Yes, this is what I'm saying. Yes, it is a little bit wide, but I think first of all, you would like to see this. So first of all, you would like to see this box over there. And then we take it from there. If we break it, or we continue for higher than 1 to 1, anyway, it should be as an ABC. If you break it even, okay, we're looking for the 1.618 as a wave, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Okay, so this is your wave C. This is your wave 5. Oh, now I know why I had the wave 5. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's an ABC, right? And I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the upside. So yep, targets $300. All right, guys, that was CRWV 1 hour 2 minutes for triple C. Okay, computer science, all right. Okay, not so bad. I mean, you have 3 ways down. Obviously, corrective downward is good, and of course, we're reversing upwards. So new psychology, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Invalidation. 1, 2. Oof. So okay, this is your way 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah. Looks like you have 1, 2, 1, 2 again, well, unless it is expanding diagonal, which is very rare. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your major wave 3 here, and then 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is also ending diagonal, yes, and then 4, 5, yes. So you have a lot of 1, 2s here. Okay, let's start to count. So you have 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 3, 4, and a 5 finished over there. Let me check one thing. Oh, you didn't took the high even. Okay, it's a triangle. All right, it's a triangle. Despite that this look like ending diagonal, but yeah, you didn't took the high. It can be truncation, but I prefer the triangle here. All right, so wave 4, A, B, C, D, and E. So you're still expecting one more low. Okay, so let's put the A, B, C, D, and E for a wave 4, and then a wave 5. Okay. Yeah, so basically this what might be, yes. All right. And then in that case, you're looking here for several 1-2s. Well, yes, can be, guys. Can be. Or just double 1-2. Because you might be in a 1-2-3-4 and a 5, but yeah, it's the same. Wave 3, then finish there. Okay. It's almost the same. But in double 1-2. So 1-2 and then 3-4 and a 5. Why double 1-2 preferably? Because it's more safer. Simply, of course, it can be triple. Yeah, but it's much more safer to consider 2 rather than 3. Yeah, so you know, risk management always. 1-2-3-4 and a 5. 1-2-3-4 and a 5. Yeah. So targets that it might be there, you can have it already from this wave 1-2 to the 3 here, wave 5. Yes, exactly. Here you go. 5K 130, 4K 200. All right. So this is for triple C, guys. All right, let's also take this one, GEM. We're gonna take it very fast for you guys. So GME, GameStop, yes, GameStop. It has been a long time. All right, this triangle still unfolding for GameStop. Yeah, so A, B, C, D, and E. So you're still in an expanded triangle, which might be a wave B, and especially after 3 waves, you're looking here for something as a potential A, B, and a C, right? So it's not looking great as yeah, as GameStop, like stock. So the things are not going so well, I would say, yeah. Because after this correction, which is supposed to be your wave 4, you should have took the high with a wave 5, but you move in sideways triangle, meaning a lot of weakness. And I believe you have to be careful. Boom, it might drop down. So be careful. I don't feel good about it. Unless it's gonna be a wave C for an expanding flat. A, B, and a C, we drop down again. What I mean, in all case scenarios, it's a weakness. So be careful. You don't wanna risk. All right. So that was it for today for the live stream. Nice to see all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.